that seemed relatively straightforward from your perspective. Were you surprised how comprehensive in a way that win was?
Surprised not, because I think the performances from us in the last weeks, also when we get a lot of draws, they were very positive and they were very consistent. Of course, we didn't get the result what we expected to have or what we maybe also deserved. And today we showed a very mature performance. We had a good balance between the defense stability and controlling the game in possession. I think the only time we were a little bit too passive, or the only phase was after we shot the goal. I think there we were too passive, but in general, I think very mature, controlling the game, creating chances, and defended quite good.
I wonder what sort of confidence you felt among the players coming here today, because it's become a bit of a habit of Brighton coming here and winning. Was there a sense just arriving that they felt confident coming here?
I think we should be always confident. We should always go to an away stadium with the mindset of we can win it, because I think we have the skill, we have the potential in the squad, and if you don't come here and don't have to believe in yourself, then I think it won't work. If you have doubts, it's the wrong mindset. If you have negative energy, it's the wrong mindset. So we were positive. We had the self-belief in us. We had self-belief because of the performances in the last weeks, and you need to have the right mindset, of course, beside the tactical things, and therefore I think the guys look quite confident on the pitch, and I think you need this self-confidence, especially here in Old Trafford, to win a game.
Andy?
Fabian, Kaoru Mitoma is now the record's Japanese goal scorer in the Premier League, 15 goals. What makes his goal and an assist today? What makes him difficult for defenders to deal with?
I think when Kaoru always stays active, when he's not near the ball, when he knows how to use his speed, when he understands when he has to do the deep run, the right timing in the right moment, then he is a big player, because he has everything. He's fast, he's good in 1-against-1, he can score goals, he can find a solution in narrow spaces with not a lot of time, and therefore I'm really happy to work with him, because he's a good listener, and I'm not a big fan from statistics, but this statistic is very nice, and I have to congratulate him to this statistic.
How much were you aware of him before taking charge last summer? How much had you seen with him? How excited were you about the prospect of working with him?
So I heard a lot of things from him. I'm always interested in the past from the players. Where do they come from? What are values in their culture? Because it's so important to understand the person behind the player. What is important for him? What needs he has? What wishes he has? What is, for example, the main thing in the Japanese culture? And then we as a coach, we have to adapt. And therefore, I'm always very interested in the past. And I heard a lot of positive things from him, and he's a very good listener. He wants to improve, he wants to learn, and today I'm happy for him that he was very active to second post.
Sam?
Fabian, another goal for Jorginho Rutter. He's fourth in 3 games. He wasn't necessarily a prolific goal scorer for Leeds, so what's changed since he signed for Brighton? How have you managed to get goals from him?
You have to ask him this. So in the end, it's always the quality from the players, and for me, it's very important that the players listen, that the players come to the training ground and want to improve, because we have a very young squad. We have a squad with a lot of potential. So it's very important for us as a staff and the coaching team to get the best out of the players, because if the individual players improve, then the whole team will improve, and that's the way how we try to work. But in the end, it's always the intrinsic motivation from the players, and that's very individually. And when they work hard, they have so much potential, and we try to help them to be the best version of themselves. And Georgie is listening. He's very present in the opponent's box the last several weeks. And if you're there in this position, of course, it was a little bit luck, the third goal, because of a mistake, but he was there. And if you're not there, not sprinting in the box, then you can't score. And that's, I think, the main thing for him.
So you agree?
Oh, sorry.
Ferguson before kick-off. How was that for you? What sort of moment that was to meet him?
Yeah, so very special. And I think in my squad is one of his favorite players he worked with Danny Welbeck. And Danny Welbeck connected us. And we had a small exchange several weeks ago. He's a very humble and nice guy. And today we met the first time in person. And yeah, I think one of the best coaches ever. So great to meet him.
Kev?
Fabian, I know Manchester United are not your concern, but I just wonder what you make of it going on here, and how much of that kind of crisis at home that Ruben Amorim talks about was a factor in your preparation?
That's a good question. So of course we knew how Manchester United will play, and you can prepare for that. And of course we also had like this feeling that we are in a good moment, that we had the momentum. We came here after 2 wins, so we had a lot of self-belief, a lot of self-confidence, and in the end it's very important to, of course, try to prepare your team what the opponent is doing, but it's also very important to trust and to give the players the feeling that we have to focus on ourselves, that when we are on our limit, when we do the things right, when we have a clear structure in possession, when we defend together, then we have a chance to win here. So it's always a important thing to have a balance, how much you focus on the opponent and how much you try to really focus on yourself and emphasize your own strength.
Did you sense the nervousness though about it?
Again?
Did you sense any nervousness at United about it?
I wouldn't say that. So in the end, they have all individual quality. The players they're world-class players, and we as a team, to be honest, we also came from not a great phase. So of course we had a lot of chores, and the performances were quite good, but we also wanted to win the game. So it makes something with your mind, and there you have to stay strong. You have to get the self-belief in yourself back, because doubts never help, and therefore we really try to focus on ourselves, and I hope that Ruben, and I'm sure that he will find a good solution to bring Man United out of this situation.
Yeah, sure. I'm just wondering, obviously you've spoken about the players and the team after such a good win, but I'm just wondering what it means to you to beat Manchester United twice this season and win here, especially considering you mentioned before the game how little Fabian was hurt by Manchester United.
Yeah, I was really hurt, so they caused me a lot of tears when I was young. And no, it's a special moment for sure. When you enter this stadium, you can feel it when you drive here already. It's a big tradition, it's a big club, big history, a lot of successes they achieved, and therefore it's a great place to be. It's a great experience to have, and when you win, you can be very proud, and I'm very proud and happy for the players. But in the end, it's unfortunately only 3 points, although it's the Old Trafford, one of the best stadiums in the world.
Hold on.
Just ask one just quickly
Yeah,
about
go.
York. You mentioned the maturity of the performance, but you had 2 21-year-old midfielders in there. What makes him so good, you know?
So I'm pleased that you answer or that you make this question, because that's exactly an example. They suffered, or they had bad experience. Carlos and Yassin, we had a lot of giveaways during the season where we are leading, and we did things that were not mature, that we can't do it if you want to win a Premier League game, and they really learned from it. And today they showed both an impressive performance for such a young age. They played very mature. Yassin is a player, he always wants to develop. He had an amazing preseason. He has this attitude that he always gives more than 100%, and with this intrinsic motivation, what I talked before, you can achieve a lot of things. And of course he has a great talent. He understands the game quite good. He's good in narrow space. He has a good first touch. He is good in scanning, and yeah, I think his improvement shows, or is a great example for the Brighton Hove Albion way. That's the way we want to go, improving the young players with big potential. but in the end, it's always the player that by themselves. And Yasin is a role model for trying to win every day and trying to improve every day.
Good.